There. That's it. That's him.
It's cracking, everybody. I'm back to give you guys another video. I always seem to say that. I can't come up with another intro, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's the message that matters, not how I entertain you, how animated I am. So I'm going to get back into this video. I'm going to talk about something that I can relate to. I'm going to talk about the NRA. And first of all, the NRA, man, woo, I don't think the NRA is a friend to the ATF. Well, from what the ATF is looking at. And before I do this, I might as well show this first, because I don't want you to say, this ain't the third about me. Yeah, I'm a member, bitches. I'm a member of the NRA. I'm a member of the NRA for one or two reasons. I was a member of the NRA back in the 90s, so this is, I've been a member since. Shout out to the NRA, because they get people back their guns who've been falsely accused of doing some malfeasance. Now the NRA has formed, how do you want to say, their aids have been pretty effective, or the whole NRA point blank has been effective in its effort against the ATF. I don't want to say weaken gun laws. I want to say to make the government enforce gun laws that are already on the books. How's that? The bad part about it is they want to get rid. They don't want you to do universal checks, which in a way I can believe. You can go by that. You shouldn't do universal checks, because at the same time, the laws that are in possession, that are in place, you just got to really enforce those laws. I know when I got my guns, I went to this one sports shop here. I went to shout out to Vance's. I went to them. That's where I got my XD Springfield 4 pounder. I got two of those. I went to Vance's, and what they did is anybody who's bought a gun, people who aren't familiar with buying a gun, the process is you go get your gun, whatever, get the bullets, whatever, get that Kevlar vest, or my fault, that's just me. But you go there, they give you the paperwork, you fill it out. This, that, and the fifth, and they do the little check. Wait a minute, get your gun and go. When I was there one time, I was making jokes. You see me in my videos, I talk a little under the radar. Well, I was there one time, I got my one Springfield, and he's like, "You're not one of the bad." When I filled out my thing, we were joking around. He goes, "You're not one of the bad guys, are you?" I said, "Nah." I said, "They haven't found them bodies yet." I was joking around. We laughed. But the one guy at the counter wasn't laughing. I was like, "Well, what he ain't laughing for?" And I'm looking, and we looked down, and we saw I didn't know that's where the sheriff shops too. So I don't have any bodies, none that I'm aware of. No, I'm just playing. Don't have any bodies. I don't want y'all. I know how you snitches are anyway, so I don't want to give y'all grounds for me to say I had no bodies on me. My guns are all legal. Now, back to the point. They want the NRA wants the ATF to enforce existing laws. The only thing I defer or I differ with the NRA is maybe the gun show ban, which I don't know. I think they can check. They do. I think you can get that gun that day. I forget how it works with the gun show. I think you can get it on the spot. You don't have to go through the check. No, I mean it's up to the dealer if he wants to sell you that gun or not. If I come in there with a bunch of hoodlums, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna it's stereotypical, but at the same time, if I was a gun dealer, if I see a bunch of dudes wearing suits and slick back hair, what the deal is. Hey, you might want to go over here and buy a gun on him. I'm just saying, it's how it is. But the NRA, they've been successful as far as weakening the law, such as the Bureau of ATF. What was that one? The Reforming Firearms Modernization Act. What's that? The Tish whatever hell amendment, the one that limits guns and limits the fucking the sales, how long you keep the sales, and how long the terms, how long you keep records or something like that. That's how that one is. The Firearm Protection Act of '86. But as the ATF has, but the ATF's problem is me personally, the NRA is smashing on, because as long as you had that program, the Fast and Furious, going where they fucked up, and as long as you got people making big deals about guns, people were saying, well, why do you need an assault weapon? Maybe they want to protect their house. Here's what you people don't really understand who are anti-gun. Say I give up my guns. Say everybody gives up their guns. Say every citizen gives up their guns. You know, every good citizen gives up their guns. There's only going to be two people in the world that are going to have guns. It's going to be the crooks and the politicians. I lump the police with the politicians. And like the crooks and the politicians, sometimes it's a blurring line. You can't tell the difference between the two. So if the crooks have the guns, because they're not going to give up their guns. Last time I checked, that's why they're called crooks. The politicians have the guns, which I don't trust anyway. You'll see me joining them boys out in Idaho, and I'll be a militia member because I'm not giving up my guns. You got me fucked up. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I've seen gun violence. You know, at the end of the day, if you play with a gun, you expect to get hurt. I've seen drunk people drink and drive. You wreck the car, fucking what happens? You fall off a bike, get back on, you go on again. But at the end of the day, keep off of the guns. Here's another thing I just don't like about some members of NRA. They act like Obama's coming for your guns. Obama's administration, up until now, has been very lax on gun laws. Matter of fact, they've been more lax on fucking W. W had some fucking anal gun laws now, and y'all ain't saying shit about that. But at the end of the day, I know how the world works. It is what it is. So just stay off my guns, all right? Peace.
It's funny because it's true.
There. That's it. That's him.